Hey guys, we're at the Grand Canyon. You really got to come here if you've never been.
Yep.
Danny has never been before. I've been once before, but it's just amazing this time as it was the last time.
You'll be in awe. I am in awe of just the beautifulness of the Grand Canyon.
So let's go look.
Beautifulness, is that a word?
Beautifulness is the word. Let's go check it out.
Let's do it.
And we want to share with you what you need to know before you go. So Danny's about to see the Grand Canyon for the first time ever.
I'm feeling awe, just steps away.
Go ahead. I'm following you.
Which way?
Which way are you gonna go? You wanna go right there?
Yeah.
Let's go right here. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Is it not the coolest thing ever?
Mm-hmm.
Prepare to be amazed. You will be in awe, I promise. Danny's first time here and he was just shocked. Have your camera or video equipment ready.
You'll probably see wildlife. We have seen a moose and wolves. So be prepared to have that camera ready and get the shot of a lifetime.
What are you doing, Danny? Living on the edge?
Living on the edge.
Take the unbeaten path. We took a path that was in the opposite direction of what everyone else was going, and we basically had the whole place to ourselves.
Yeah, very few people. It's no railing there, so be a little bit more careful.
So the paths around the canyon are all paved, which is really nice. You can do, you know, if you have baby strollers, or we've seen people over here on bikes, which I wouldn't recommend those in the busier sections because it just wouldn't be a good thing. Make sure you got brakes if you do bikes because this is kind of a downhill path here.
And that's way downhill.
And that's way downhill, he said, which is true. But the paths are paved, and if we're up at the south rim is where we're at. However, we're taking the trail a little farther away, getting away from all the touristy things and just enjoying the views. If you want to beat the rush, you can either come early or come later. We've seen previous videos from other people and they would have to sit in line for an hour to get through the gate to get into the park. We came later in the afternoon and just drove straight through without any problem. We've also heard that if you come earlier in the day, you won't have any problem then either. You got to get ahead of it or behind it. Be sure that while you're in the park, that you take the time to see the sunset. There was the most amazing sunset, and we found a great place to go sit and watch it along with a lot of other people. So everybody knows where to see the sunset at in the park, and you will just get, you can get some beautiful photos and a pretty cool time lapse too.
Yeah, we'd like to show you this time lapse. It's a little over a minute long, but check it out, it's cool.
Off season, it is also a better time to come than in the middle of the summer, in the middle of the heat. If you come off season, you'll have fewer people to deal with and be able to get around a little easier. Do you know when off season is?
The busy season is when kids are out of school, and the time that's hottest is in July and August. Now, be careful. We were talking about the pathways and trails that didn't have railings and safety features. 2 people a year fall at the Grand Canyon to their death, and we do not want any of y'all to get hurt.
Stay away from the edge. In other words.
Yep, and especially we saw people kind of backing up to take a picture of, to get into a picture, and they got awful close to the edge.
Yeah, and we saw children going, "Can I let my legs dangle over the edge?" And that just kind of freaked me out as a mother and a grandmother. So just stay away from the edge. Another good tip for you when you go to the Grand Canyon, be sure you pack your own food. Let me tell you, that was the most expensive McDonald's we ever ate in our entire lives.
Yes, just right outside the park. There was a small town, but that McDonald's, I think we spent for 2 meals, and we didn't
even get whole meals. I got a filet-o-fish sandwich and a blast, or whatever they call it, the Oreo blast. And Danny got...
I can't remember what I got, but we spent $26. So
$26, and they weren't even 2 full meals. So
bring your own food. Now, the park isn't free, as most national parks. I think the Smokies is one of the few that is free to get into, but it is a reasonable price. But let us take this time to suggest American the Beautiful card from the national parks. If you are traveling quite a bit, get that America the Beautiful card. It lets you into every national park, and if you check it, there's other places that will let you in.
once you're 62 years old, you can buy the America the Beautiful pass, and it will actually last you for your lifetime. You don't ever have to buy it again, as long as you don't lose it. If you lose it, you get to buy it again.
Another tip is, don't forget to come in layers. If at certain times of year, we're there in October, we needed jackets, but then it got hot, so we need to be able to peel those off. And probably not a bad idea to bring a poncho, because the weather is ever changing there at the Grand Canyon.
When you come to the Grand Canyon, be sure you plan in a little extra time if possible. We had 2 days planned to be there, but we totally did not get to go our second day. There was, go figure, we're in Arizona, and they never get tornadoes like twice a year. And we were there one of the 2 days a year that they have tornado warnings. And so we had to kind of stay at the RV park, and it was just pouring the rain until late in the evening.
Yes, we did miss quite a bit. We wanted to either do something like the skywalk or a helicopter ride. We weren't able to do that. A lot of people have done the raft rides, or a lot of people have hiked or rode a donkey down to the bottom of the canyon.
Yeah, there's a lot more to do than what we were able to do just because of the weather and our time restraints.
Yeah, and we wish we'd have scheduled another day or two.
Third day, fourth day, but we'll be back. So, what did you think?
Wow. Just wow. I've been to numerous national parks, and the Grand Canyon is probably the most amazing place I've been.
Yeah.
The video is not going to do it justice. It is just such a beautiful, wonderful place.
Videos never do things justice. This is one of those things you got to see for yourself at least once in your life.
Right. And you probably want to do it like me more than once, several times.
So, hopefully, whether it's your first trip going or your 100th trip going, the tips that we provided here today will help make your trip a little more enjoyable.
That's right. Especially if it's your first time going. These tips will help you enjoy and get the most out of this trip.
And if you know of someone who's planning a trip to the Grand Canyon, be sure to share this video with them so that their trip can be a little easier.
That's right. That'd be a good point.
Also, if we missed a tip that you think people need to know, put it in the comments down below. We'll share it.
Yeah, we definitely had our time cut in half, as we talked about earlier about the tornado warnings and such. Mm-hmm. But we know there's so much more to do, so put those comments down below.
If you haven't subscribed yet, do it right now. It's free, and it keeps you up to date when we have new videos coming out.
And it really helps our channel grow.
Mm-hmm. So until next time, God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV, America!